Previously on the Goblin Market. The crew now inhabit the bodies of followers of the nature god Shantae as they cut their path through a city crawling with dead. Their goal? An ancient book kept inside the mayor's mansion. They now stand in the middle of a marketplace filled with aimless, shambling corpses and a small girl wielding a giant shadow weapon. The crew's guide, Desdemonda, claims this girl is her niece, the mayor's daughter, Claranda, and begs the crew not to hurt her. She bolts past the girl toward the front door of the mansion. Claranda's purple, hazy eyes track her aunt as she passes, and she swings the shadowy weapon, sundering her clothes and the chain shirt hidden underneath, effortlessly opens a gash 2 feet long across her back. Desdemonda stumbles forward to the door, steps through, and disappears inside. Find out what happens next this week on the Goblin Market.
To the river they tread, only to be swept away.
Morning and evening you may hear the cry, candies and berries and baubles to try, sweet to the tongue and sound to the eye, but heed words of caution when you then decide to come by, come by, come by, come by, come by, come by.
Just beware the goblin market.
Hey, everybody, and welcome back to the podcast. You're listening to the Goblin Market with Dungeon Dads. As always, I'm your DM, Tom Blaylock, and I am joined this week by Tim Carr, who will be playing, Eabis, but Eabis is in an elf.
That was just going through my head. I was like, oh yes, it's Eabis in an elf. And of course, just not content to do Eabis's voice as Eabis, I did like a higher octave version of it in the elf voice. So I was like, oh yes, I have to remember that voice. That's the one I got to do.
I love it. John Watson, who will be playing Dinfa in a dwarf.
I'm in a dwarf.
That's messed up.
I'm in a dwarf. I have an awesome belt that is actually kind of a sash that's on me, but we're making it work.
Making it work. And Sam Frank, who will be playing Charnak. And Charnak is also in a dwarf?
Sounds right to me. Yeah.
Question mark?
He's in a half orc.
A half orc. That's right. Big old half orc. That's right. That's right.
And it was doing that voice was challenging, but I think I've got it.
Okay. You want to try it out on us right now?
Yeah, I'm a half orc.
Okay. God damn it. All right. Are we ready for this?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. I want to start off. I want us to roll some initiative. Call them out here, guys. Okay. Got a 9. Okay.
Ugh, 9.
10.
9.
Okay.
My dex is 16.
Mine is 17.
All right, so the girl has just wheeled around and struck her aunt as she ran past, and you see that as soon as she opens the door and goes through, I mean, when I say she disappears in there, it's not like it's shadowy inside the mansion. I mean, she clears the transom and she disappears.
Not like turns a corner behind a wall, like she
not like turns a corner,
vanishes.
Like you can see her vanishing as her body crosses the plane of the door transom. Like, you know, the last little bit is just a foot as she stumbles in. And the girl says, "No, that's not good. That's not good. Father will be angry." And she turns toward you all, and her eyes are flaring purple and fucking horribly scary.
Well, that's not very Neice.
No, that's not. Oh, man.
There's the episode title. Not Neice at all.
Not very Neice at all. Okay, and let's see here. The good news is you are all... people.
Level 6. Oh.
We
are all people.
People.
I think what we have to do is Claranda.
Okay. She holds this giant purpley gaseous weapon, and she sort of swings it around as she begins to say words, and she's casting something. I don't know if anybody can do anything about that.
Nope.
Okay. And
Oh wait, I do. Oh wait, no, I think it takes. Hold on, I can switch sorcery points to a spell, but I think that's a bonus action. I don't think I can do that in time for a reaction. So no.
So she moves a little bit forward toward you. So she's about 15. She's about 15 feet away from you, and her voice goes super, super deep. It sounds like a man's voice, and it says, "Flee this place now." And you all have to pass a DC 14 Wisdom saving throw.
No, wasn't it all of us that had protection from good and evil?
I don't believe
it.
it was. I believe it was only one of you. I believe only one of you had such said spell
I actually also get advantage on this thanks to my gnome cunning.
Oh,
hello.
Shit. Okay.
Wait,
All right,
isn't
so
there a thing with elves and fear? Or is that... No, it's sleep.
Nope.
That's
That's like not a thing.
18.
Okay.
Wisdom save.
All right.
15.
Oof. Shit.
All right, I get advantage, right?
I think you cannot be feared or charmed.
I think, yeah, if you have the protection from good and evil on you, I'm pretty sure you're immune to fear.
Doesn't even happen. Okay.
From fucking evil things.
Well, I got a 15 anyway.
Wait a second. Wait, so nobody has anything go wrong with them here?
No.
We all passed the save.
God damn.
Guys,
Okay.
we won. What an episode.
This is bad. Okay. All right. So
I was going to complain earlier about how I have a +3 on initiative and I've never rolled double digits. But now I feel like I can't complain.
Okay. Well, let me take off a spell slot. And that's all she can do. So she stands pat with her giant purple gas weapon there in her hand.
How far are we from the door to the mansion?
You are almost exactly 40 feet from the door to the mansion. So she is standing between you and the door, but it's only about 40 feet. You could, if you sprinted, all three of you could get past her. And it is Dinfa's turn next.
Okay, she has a gassy weapon. She is clearly holding it in her hands.
So, yes, she's clearly holding it in her hands.
Okay, does it look like something that I can grab?
It's very hard to see any corporealness at all.
Mm-hmm.
But it looks similar to like a shadow blade.
I see.
I mean, there's enough light here that it sort of, you can see where, like on her body, where the light is coming from the marketplace, the torches and things, you can see a shadow on her body, but you can't see the actual thing except for just a sort of purpley mist.
Okay.
And there's no wand or anything like that in her hand that's creating it the way like a goblin wand is.
Right. Shit. Fucking sucks.
Sucks.
It sucks. Now I want to. Okay, we can run to the place.
Second. If she could chase through the door, she would have chased her aunt through. We just gotta make it through the door. Don't fight.
Yeah, what I want to do is grapple her and let you guys run through and then get away.
I'll be fine.
Yeah, I mean, I could hold her and then go, but you're first, so it makes
right.
Right.
Okay, no. Okay, I'm gonna run,
or just eat her opportunity attack, and then we'll be fine.
I'm gonna run.
But she already. Oh no, she got it back.
I'm gonna run. How far is she away?
15 feet from you.
And then how far is the door?
It's another 25 feet from there.
Okay, I'm gonna run my shadow to the door, and I'm gonna grapple her.
Okay, so wait a second. So you're gonna move your shadow. Does your shadow like illicit opportunity attacks? I mean, it could.
I suppose it could.
It could.
I don't know if.
Yeah,
Was your shadow already out?
I'm running right at her.
Was your shadow already out, or can't you just make it appear?
It's already out.
Okay.
He brought it out already.
Okay.
One other question: are there any shambling undead between us and her, or her? And
No,
the door?
but they as soon as Desdemona made it into the mansion, they all looked. So there's like 6 of them that are close enough to get to you this turn. They're not going yet, but they will go soon.
By the way, do we think that disappearing thing was intentional?
Or good? Do we think it is safe?
I do not know, but she seemed scared when she went through. So I think we should go through. Run
if
now!
If it's bad, we've got to get Desdemona back anyway.
All right, I'm gonna grapple her.
Okay, so when you get within range of her, she swings at you.
Dinfa, always wrestling little girls.
That is a 28.
Yeah, that'll hit.
I believe that's going to hit. Oh, my man, it's not good. You take 23 psychic damage.
That hurts.
So you will have to do a concentration check. It's a DC 11 to maintain concentration on your dominate person.
And that is a Constitution saving throw.
Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
DC 11.
20.
Okay. All right. Go ahead and grapple her.
All right. Just strength?
Yeah. It'll be a straight strength check versus
16.
I don't think she's going to be able to do much of that. Oh, 18. Oh, so she
God.
Wait a second. Don't you get to make an athletics check? Do you have proficiency in athletics?
You do have an athletics check. It's athletics versus athletics. This is the same for her. So she gets an 18. What's your you get
27 athletics.
He has +3 on his. It's 3 points higher athletics.
19
you
if you
would have
took
passed
his
it anyway.
original
19
roll.
if it's the original roll.
I take your original roll. It's a 19. Okay. Yeah. So you have her grappled now.
Okay. All right. Okay.
And you've used 15 feet of movement.
I've used 15 feet of movement. I grapple her, and then I swap places with my shadow.
Oh, wait.
And so my shadow is grappling her, and I am.
Can your shadow grapple?
Yeah.
You said that real tentatively. I don't know, man.
Well,
we know the shadow can snapple.
Well, here's the deal. It almost doesn't matter because if you're going to run past, she's already used her reaction.
Yeah.
On hitting you when you approached.
Yeah.
So I will say that the shadow has grappled her and she's not moving until her turn, but it's going to be like...
But we will not take this as precedent for future
This is
judgment.
not precedent for you grappling and then moving away. We'll have to think more about it. But so, okay.
All right.
Okay, so you switch places. Your shadow was right by the door. What are you going to do?
I think I've used up all my movement.
15 feet is all you've used.
But it's 15 feet of movement to swap places with my shadow.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Come on!
Charnak.
Oh, it's
He's right in front of the door, by the way.
It's Eabis first.
Oh,
yeah.
Is it Eabis? Oh,
Yeah.
sorry.
My dex wins.
9.17. I gotcha. Okay. All right.
Yeah, I have that modifier turned on roll 20 so you can see it. So this girl who in roll 20 is not named anything that resembles a girl's name.
Oh, sorry. Can you see what she's called?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Sorry.
But they've all been. But they've
Which
all
makes me
been
wonder
called
if I
that.
should be changing my tactics right now.
Uh-huh.
But I will go off the way we're talking. She is or is not grappled now that Dinfa has changed places.
She's not going anywhere right now, but
I know she can't move anyway because it's not her turn.
That's right. It's but it is an incorporeal shadow that is
Well,
grappling her.
it's
sort of
corporeal.
a-
It's
sort of a
corporeal. You can hit it, and it can hit you.
But she's in like a Schrodinger's grapple right now,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
where
but
we
like
don't know if
we don't
she is
know what's gonna
grappled or
happen.
not.
We don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah,
You've
okay, I
never
guess that's
seen
true.
it.
I guess
until
Eabis would
she
not
tries
know.
to move.
Would
Yes.
just
Which
see
she
the
can't.
shadow. Would just see the shadow hug or whatever
Yes.
the grapple looks like.
Yeah,
She is in a quantum uncertainty of grappling right now.
Schrodinger's grapple.
But the cat is dead or not dead.
But she did already
in the
use
box.
her reaction.
Yeah, she already used the reaction.
She already used her reaction,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
Um,
Yes. She swiped and hit hard on
Right.
Dinfa.
Yeah, I think I'm going. Shit, do I want to dash and make it all the way, or do I want to stop?
Yes.
Yeah, just go all the way through.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Well, it's like that, or do I want to turn around and fire, or like push her away, or so? I'll just dash for the door.
Okay. And you're going to go into the door?
I suppose I am.
Okay. Okay.
What do I?
And-
I mean, I still have
What do
20
I
feet of
see?
movement. The rest of
What
my
does
turn
he
left,
see?
Tom.
Yeah.
So here's the deal. We will come to your turn. I will let you finish your move, the movement of your turn,
Okay,
at the end of this.
got it. Okay,
um,
so as not to reveal what I see to your other.
Yes,
Players.
that is
Okay.
correct.
Well, I'm dashing and running through too,
Okay, you're dashing and running through. So you guys are leaving your buddy there, right?
and I've got another 30 feet of movement.
Can you just like tackle him with you? Just charge right through him. Pull a Tarbuck and just put your shoulder in it.
I don't care about no shadow.
Not the shadow.
Dinfa's still
I'm
out
standing
in
at
at
the
the
door.
door
I'm at the door.
threshold, basically.
Yeah, I want to find out what the Schrodinger's grapple's all about.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Are you kidding?
All right.
Oh, I guess I am a half orc. Well, I don't know. I was like, I couldn't knock him through there even if I wanted to.
He's a dwarf.
I'm a
He's
dwarf.
a dwarf. You're a half orc.
My strength
I'll-
is still a 10.
Yeah. All right.
All right. Okay. So
Also, I don't want to lay him out.
All
you
right.
know, through the door.
So
Come
let me-
flying through the door and tackle me on the other side into a pile of spikes or whatever the hell's waiting on the other side.
So for the two of you, as soon as you cross this threshold, the world just shifts. And you're standing right behind Desdemona, who has gone in, and she's wearing a long green dress. She looks very noble. There's no sign of an injury on her back. Sunlight pours through the windows. There's no stench of undead. You hear voices behind you in the marketplace. You hear people calling out saying, fresh fish, the freshest in all of Bellanand. And you hear the sound of bells behind you, church bells ringing. You are inside and it's so off-putting that when you look behind you, you see the doors are open out onto a marketplace that is alive and thriving and in the middle of the day. And you even see your good friend Dinfa, not in the body that he's currently occupying as a dwarf, but you see him as you know him in his original body. And he is haggling with a girl over a small piece of leather that he's clearly trying to buy.
She's like, "It's
Scarlet
2
Witch
silver,"
shit
and
right
he's
here.
like, ah, shit. Desdemona, what's going on? What manner of illusion is this?
I don't know. It's just, I was running in here and look, this is my butler, Jackus. And she's pointing out people and people like nodding to her and madam.
Are they inside or outside the one she's pointing
Inside.
to? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
You've seen enough weird stuff not to take this for granted, Desdemona. Get your head on straight.
I don't know what's happening. It's so, but I don't even smell it. Could we have entered another dimension? Could we be in another plane?
Anything could have
okay.
happened at the doorway, but
Are we still in initiative?
You're still in
Dinfa.
initiative.
Dinfa,
Okay.
come. Do we see the little girl out there?
Yeah, she's haggling with Dinfa right
okay.
now. It's clearly
They're
like
barking
he's
at
trying
each
to,
other across the marketplace.
Because
And then,
I want to make an investigation check to penetrate illusion.
So were you able to do a
he dashed, I think. We both
you
dashed.
dash with your action?
Because I was 5 feet short of the door.
Yeah. Okay. So are you going to step back out or are you going to stay inside?
I am gonna. It's a good question. I've got 30 feet of movement. I'm gonna step 5 feet outside the door.
Okay. When you step outside the door, you're back in the desolate wasteland of Bellanand as you know it. And Dinfa, you see your friend step out of the
And I
thing.
go,
He
"Get in
reappears.
here, Dinfa. This is bad Bellanand. Good Bellanand's in here." And then I step back in.
Okay,
What?
that's your turn. That's your turn. Okay. And Dinfa, these
It's still bad out there,
skeletons.
guys.
these skeletons run toward you, and one of them calls out to you and says,
You are so scared. I can tell you are stuck in that position. We will kill you now.
and I need you to do a DC 12 charisma saving throw.
But this is still from undead, so I have advantage.
You have advantage. Oh, tell me what, remind me. I know it gives you advantage on attack rolls, and it gives them disadvantage on attacks. And I believe you are automatically safe from any charm or fear. This is neither one of those.
The target
This is just
also can't be charmed, frightened, or possessed.
Yes. Okay. So that's none of those things.
What the heck is it?
It's a vicious mockery, my man.
That's a charm, isn't it?
Mm-mm. It's not coded as a charm.
Mm.
Frightens me.
Yeah. Well. All right.
So I get
DC
nothing,
12
just a
charisma saving
charisma
throw.
saving throw. I mean, I'm absolutely awful at these. Natural 20,
Wow.
which makes it a 19.
Wow. That's so terrible. Okay.
Wow.
Okay. But I mean,
Natural
dude, you're getting
20, baby.
unfortunately, you're getting 5 more of these. So they all come up and it's like they're harassing you, and you all see so he's haggling with this little girl, and now like people from the marketplace are coming around and surrounding him, and you can see that they're saying things like, "Come on, man, just buy it from her already. It's not that expensive. Just buy it from her, man. What's wrong with you?" All right, give me another
My boy
saving
won't
throw.
be mocked.
I refuse. 7.
Okay. All right. And you're going to take 8 psychic damage, DC 10 constitution saving throw, my man.
Hang on. All right, DC 10 con save. 9. God damn it.
Okay. So Desdemona is holding in her hand where she was holding this lamp before. She's now holding a small candle that's not lit. And as you see these merchants sort of harassing Dinfa, you see suddenly the candle lights. And Dinfa, you are inside this candle. You are the flame on the end of this candle.
Even though she's in another plane?
She's not in another plane.
Okay.
You have gone into the candle. And okay.
Why are you rolling all those dice, Tom?
Because he's failing these saving throws. The body is, and you see like they're yelling at him. They're yelling at him. The little girl grabs the leather away, and Dinfa falls down dead in the middle of the street, right in front of your eyes outside. And we're still in initiative. The little girl walks straight in toward the door, gets almost to where you are. She's feet away from where you are. And you cannot hear her words, but she holds up the leather and she is saying to you something, and you kind of read her lips, and you can tell she's saying, "It's just 100 gold. It's just 100 gold." And Dinfa, it's your turn. Now, you have lost your body, but you sense that there are multiple bodies in this room that you could occupy.
I want to possess the little girl.
Okay, you do not sense her in this room.
Convenient.
No, but listen, you see her.
Yeah.
So you could try to possess her.
Yeah.
But you do not feel a willing vessel, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay. So what is
Duke it out.
what is your highest spell saving throw? It's wisdom, is that right? Int, charisma, or intelligence, or wisdom.
Yeah, wisdom's my highest.
And what is it?
I have a +2.
Okay. So Tim, what's your spell save DC at this point?
17.
17. So he's going to have 2 less than you. Is that right? Or 3 less than you?
No, my blood well is +2, so it should be 15.
15. So,
yeah.
So you would have 15. So he has, and you have an 18 charisma. Is that right?
I have an 18 charisma. Yeah.
Okay. So that means with a 14 charisma, right, John?
So +2 instead of +4.
So +2. So you'll have a 13. This is a DC 13.
My spell save DC is a 13.
Okay.
Yeah. It'll still calculate on the character sheet even if you don't have spells.
It's a 13.
Okay. All right. So here goes. It's going to be a straight roll. Oh, 13. So here's what happens.
Shit.
Beatable.
You go, your essence leaves this space, and you are in this struggle inside this little girl, and you hear another voice, and he says, "You think you can take my bodies? You think you can take my bodies?" And you all see the purple go out of the little girl, the eyes in the little girl, and you can see that she's sort of different now. And outside the room, outside the mansion, she looks around, and she suddenly looks terrified of these merchants that were just supporting her. Okay.
Do I have any connection to the other two?
You are back in the thing. You are now concentrating on the dominate person spell. You can do it again next turn if you want to try.
Okay.
But it is Eabis.
But can these two can Charnak and Eabis see what I'm doing?
They just saw the candle flicker out, and they saw the little girl now look scared from the merchant. Like the merchants are now sort of berating her. Okay, Eabis, it's you.
Yeah, I'm thinking about how Eabis would interpret all of that.
Process this, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, your buddy's dead.
Right. So
And-
I think the
Now, does
reaction would be to go back outside.
Yeah. Okay.
But also knowing we can't necessarily trust what we see through the doorway.
Right.
Right. Like all of this seems like a trick one way or the other, whether we're in the trick or whether he's in the trick. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So the body that we are seeing through in the market looks dead, not just like collapsed.
It collapsed.
Okay.
It collapsed, but then you saw it collapse. So actually, you saw the flame flicker on,
Mm-hmm.
and then you see just these merchants just berating your friend in his half celestial, half human form. Like he was that was clearly Dinfa
Right.
out there, and now Dinfa fell down, and you can see that they were still yelling at him even after he was down. Okay, Eabis.
Yeah, I know. I just wish I had better AoE or like I could carve pockets. Are we 5th level?
Do you have any
Yes.
healing magic?
I have a potion.
Okay.
I do not have any healing magic.
Eabis, I can do this. Ready that healing potion.
Hey, remind me this. Are you all don't you all have a psychic connection?
don't-
Eabis has a
Do we?
like a telepathic speech
Oh,
that he can
right.
set up with
That's right.
one,
That's
or she can
right.
set up with one person,
That's right.
Mhm.
Okay.
but not we don't have like a raries.
That's right. Okay.
I will go outside and distract them, but there are 6 of them.
Don't stay here. Get ready to pour that healing potion down a gullet. I'm not sure whose it's gonna be.
But don't I have to go outside to be there?
I'll get them back.
I see. Okay. I'll pull the healing potion out of my stuff and basically have it ready to go.
Okay.
For an unconscious
For a-
person coming back through the door.
Okay.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Okay. Charnak, it's you.
All right. The big half orc limbers his shoulders, rubs his hands together, jumps up and down a few times to psych himself up, and casts Zephyr Strike.
Ooh, okay.
Until the spell ends, my movement does not provoke opportunity attacks.
Ooh, okay. That's good.
Lasts for a minute. But once before the spell ends, I can give myself advantage on one weapon attack roll on my turn. That attack deals an extra 1d8 force damage on a hit. Whether you hit or miss, your walking speed increases by 30 feet for that turn. So I step outside the door.
Okay. These cackling skeletons are all still there, and you can see the body of a dwarf on the ground, and the little girl is standing next to you, and she looks up at you and she says, "Oh, are you alive? Or are you dead?"
I'm here to save you. Help me pull this body.
I can't. I'll try.
So let me ask this. Are these undead close enough to her for her movement to provoke opportunity attacks?
They are not. They are. They're standing right over Dinfa. They are right over the dwarf. She is right next to the door. So we're talking. They're. Oh, actually, yes, they are. Yes, they are.
How many
6.
are within range?
6.
I'm going to shove her through the door.
Okay.
What do we need to do for that?
She is going to allow it.
Okay.
So you just
Uncontested.
roll a d20 as long as you don't get a 1. It's a success on this.
Great.
She's 60 pounds.
19.
Okay. Great. So she stumbles in, and Dinfa and Eabis, you see the little girl, and she stumbles in wearing exactly what she was wearing when you were looking out from inside the mansion. So she's wearing a fairly nice peasant blue dress, and she stumbles in, and there's no dirt in her face, there's no purple eyes, there's no nothing, and she just kind of looks up at you all, and she says, "It's clean in here. It's like it was before."
All right. Now, I have used my bonus action.
Okay.
I have used my action.
Okay.
I still have 30 feet of movement remaining.
Okay.
Can I drag the dwarf body 5 feet?
Typically, no, right? I mean, typically this would be a.
I mean, here's the thing. I just got to hook an arm or something.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing. I would accept a big movement penalty for that.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, yeah, because he's not far. Okay. Yeah, I'll allow it. You're going to be moving him.
And I should not provoke opportunity attacks. And since he is moving against his will, he should not provoke opportunity attacks.
I think this is right. So here's how much movement do you have left? Because I'm
30.
So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give you an athletics check,
Hell yeah.
and your athletics check is going to determine, it's going to be, let's see, 30 movement. For every, so right now I'm going to say, if you get a 1, you're moving him 1 foot.
Okay.
Every 3. So you're just going to divide this number by 3, and that's going to give you the number of feet that you can move him.
Okay. Well, I have a 0 on athletics, so
okay.
Big
All right, let's see.
rolls, no whammies.
So 15 or higher, and you get him inside.
Okay.
14. So it's just his legs.
His toes
You're in. You're in. He's out. And you see all of the skeletons. And by the way, Tim, he's in.
Yeah.
So if you want to,
can I help him? I mean, it's not my turn.
If you want to dump that
You
potion,
ready the potion?
Oh
yeah.
yeah, put the potion in his mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's unconscious. That
He
was
is
that
unconscious.
action. So
Yeah. All right. So to roll him some.
I mean, what it's 2d4 plus 2 on a.
Is it regular?
It's just this potion of healing. So
Yeah, 2d4 plus 2.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he will get 5 HP.
And his eyes open up, and he says, "Shantae, save me! Where am I? Where am I?"
Pull your feet in.
And the
fetal position.
skeletons
Tuck and roll.
and the skeletons all start to wail on his feet with their slam attack. Okay, that misses. That hits.
I mean, he's got 5 HP now, and I have
That
no
misses.
potion of healing anymore. So
That hits.
probably should have
So-
waited, but that was
So
for the
we've
conditions.
got.
I've got a little healing.
Okay, so how much healing did he get?
He got 5.
Wait a second. Is this because it's their turn now?
Yes, it's their turn now.
Okay.
Okay, so
He
Let's
got
see
5
here.
back.
it's
And he
2
got,
hits.
what, 2 hits?
Oh, the first one does 7. The first one knocks him down, and the second one, 2 death saves down. Okay. So the dwarf is back out. And the girl looks around and sees Desdemona and runs up to her, and Desdemona picks her up and holds her and says, "Gloranda, I love you so much. I think we're safe." And it is
Desdemona, help us with this damn dwarf.
And it is Dinfa's turn.
He's alive. He's dead. He's alive. He's dead.
Right.
Dinfa, don't take this body.
You've got
Get a new one. This one's
you've
worn
got
out.
6. You've got 6 commoners here. You've got Desdemona, and you have the little girl in the
If
room.
I leave the girl, she's going to start attacking.
No, you're not in the girl right now. You're back in the flame because you.
Oh,
But
I
you
thought-
knocked the other guy out.
Yeah.
You just didn't get control.
I just didn't possess her.
Yeah.
Right.
I just knocked him out. Does she seem more willing now?
I mean, you sense her now.
I do sense her now.
Yes.
It's like being a halfling.
She's small.
Yeah. Well, I just don't want. I don't want him to possess her again.
Okay.
But
Well, let me know what you're gonna do.
yeah. And then do I notice anybody large that can grab the dwarf and grab all the weapons off the dwarf and all the stuff?
I mean, look.
No matter who I possess, they're going to get an 18 strength.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, the dwarf is being hacked up right now.
Okay,
as
all
we
right.
speak.
Just
right.
from the knee down.
Knee down. Yeah,
It's going to be club-footed, maybe footless.
he's messed up. Like his feet and legs are messed up. That is
Yeah.
true.
We see a bunch of traders haggling with his feet outside.
That's right. They're yelling at him. They're
So
like,
ridiculous.
Yeah.
But as far as because I if I do the girl, that keeps the guy out.
Hey.
But
Whoa.
All right. but I'll have if I whoever I possess, I still have a speed of 30 and I still have a
You
strength
get
of 18.
all of it. You get
I
all
get
of
all
it.
my stuff.
Yeah.
All right. All right. I'm gonna possess the little girl.
Okay. Yeah, you are.
No, I love it because it's clearly the funniest option.
7. All right, you're in.
All right.
And you feel like, actually, unlike when you were in the dwarf, where it didn't feel quite right in there.
Mhm.
This feels like she's been a ream her whole life.
Wow.
Yeah. So
Listen, I was hoping we could go an entire episode without discussing how good it feels to ream little girls.
Oh, God.
That's not
Cut.
what that's not Sam, you ruined this episode.
Oh, just finished. Oh my God.
Sam.
Ugh.
I ruined this episode, Tom Blaylock.
Yes.
You took my words and you sullied them.
Okay, so
is that my action, or can I then grab the dwarf?
that
and
was
yank
your
him in?
action, but because we're doing all this fuck games with movement speed for pulling people, I'll let you pull the dwarf.
I'm gonna
in.
yank the dwarf the rest of the way in.
All right, you yank him in. When he gets in, I mean, he is still unconscious, dying.
Mhm.
And you see that, unlike all of you, and the other people who are in here, like when they moved over the plane of the door, like all their injuries seemed to, like, at least they disappeared in the sense that, like, you couldn't see them anymore. Like, everyone still hurts as much as they did before. This guy has mangled feet and legs, like, even though he's dressed nicely as a dwarf, as you pull him in.
Right. So I pull him in. We need to heal him, and then we need to move on.
Yeah. And we can be out of initiative now. Desdemona produces her holy symbol again, and the candle she was holding, and she says a prayer over him, and he the dwarf just looks around and he says, I was surrounded by the dead, and I was being hacked to pieces, and there was someone inside of me. I can't explain it. A voice that it was not Shantae's. It was not Shantae's voice. I was promised Shantae's voice. Oh.
The danger is not over, friend, but you continue to do Shantae's will.
I cannot stand. I cannot feel my. Oh my God! And he looks down, and I have. My feet are hacked to bits. My feet are hacked to bits. And Desdemona says, I will take. It will take me time, but I can restore your ability to walk here, friend. And she looks around and she says, Gerard, here, help this man over to the sitting room. Take him to the sitting room, Gerard. Oh yes, ma'am, I shall take him over.
Okay, I want to do two things.
Okay.
One, I have 2 healing potions. I want to give one to Eabis.
Okay.
So I have one again in my inventory.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Eabis, you were quick on the draw with that healing potion. I don't know if it's going to be worth saving that dwarf's life, but we did our best.
I think we need to get back out of here at some point, so it may be useful.
And then I am going to do an investigation check to try to penetrate illusion.
Okay.
You ready for this?
I'm ready for it.
Are you sure?
I'm ready for it.
18.
Okay. So you know enough about illusion magic and the way the natural world can be manipulated by the weave and people who are excellent with the weave. This is not that. So you sort of allow your hand to brush up against the butler, Gerard, as he passes you by, and it feels like skin. It feels, it seems very, very, very real. What you see is that as you scan through this room, the open doors that look out on the marketplace, looking out seems like an illusion. Like the world out there has it has the sense you see things shimmer. You see things that are off out there and not inside here. Everything seems real inside this room.
All right. Well, I relay all of that to the party. Clearly, this is not an illusion that we are allowed to penetrate.
And Desdemona looks around and she says, and you see that she, as Gerard, like, takes the dwarf over to this sitting area that's like not really its own room. It's just a little niche that's over by a window. You see a man come out of another room just down the hall, and he's carrying a plate of sliced fruit. And he
don't eat anything.
He walks over and he sees her and he says, "Oh, my lady, it is so good to see you. It has been so long." And she turns her head as her eyes follow him as he walks over to you to offer you fruit, and you see she is horrified, and she walks over to him and grabs his shoulder, and she says, "Elias, I saw you buried out in the family plot 12 years ago." My lady, you are funny. I've been here. My knees are hurting, but I'm very much alive, my lady. Fruit, sirs. I assume you're here to see the mayor.
I'm busy taking all of my stuff off the dwarf.
Okay.
Eabis will give a polite, I'm in a female elf, I think, so a polite curtsy, sort of, deferent pose and say, "Thank you. Yes, we are here to see the mayor. We have an inquiry."
I'm going to pull Desdemona off slightly to the side and I say, "Where would the book be?"
It would be in his office. We can go through the kitchen. I'm fucking horrified what I was finding there. With if Elias is dead, everything seems wrong. Everything seems wrong.
Something tells me we can get an escort to the office right now. And yes, everything is wrong, and it's freaking me the fuck out. So let's just get this book and get out of here.
Very well. We will have to go through the trophy room, and then through the study, and then into his office. It is right
how
there.
About this instead? Okay, great, Elias. Take us to the mayor.
Oh, very well. I shall do it. Gerard, please show the mayor's guest. Take them to the study and make sure he knows that they have arrived. Yeah, of course. Let's go. Sure. Desdemona, will you be joining your friends? Yes, I think I should come with them. You don't want to stay here with your dwarven friend, eh? No, not at all. Very well. And so you begin to walk.
Wait, he's coming with us.
He can't walk.
Who can carry him?
You're the half-orc, buddy.
Yeah.
But the little girl's the strongest.
I've got it. No,
Do a little fireman's carry.
I think we should leave. I think we should leave the dwarf.
Yes, I will take good care of him.
We did a lot of work to save him.
Fine. I put him over my shoulders. I begin walking the dwarf.
So, as you're walking, you walk through the first room, the trophy room, and you just see it's just animal heads like mounted all over in this room. It's clearly the mayor is something of a hunter, and he just sort of briskly walks. He opens up the next door, and he walks in, and as soon as the butler enters the room, he disappears as happened the last time.
Mm.
And Desdemona says, I shall we go in?
You think things are going to get ill over there?
I don't know. Do you think it's back to skeleton time? But and you can look in and you can see it is just a room that has they call it a study. There's no books in here. It looks like a science lab or something. It's like there's like 6 different tables in there, and there's things on the tables, and there's like 5 seats around every table, but it's no one in there. It's like a
So we don't see anybody in there, even though we saw a guy go in there.
You saw him walk in, and it's disappeared.
Desdemona, is there another way we can go?
I told you we can go through the kitchen, and then there's a back staircase, but it takes us outside. We have to walk up on the outside of the building to get to his office. I don't know.
There's no other hallway here.
No, this is it. It's from his office up to his personal chambers up above. And that's we would have to go through the kitchen, up through the outside, into his personal chambers, and then down into the office.
I think we go this way.
I do not think we have much choice.
But we go together.
Hold on. My dwarven friend, what is your name?
I don't remember shit, John. You tell me.
God damn y'all.
My name is Gargrith Underforge.
I don't know how to explain this to you, Gargrith, but me knowing that is the best thing I can do to protect you.
Okay.
From a reckless and meaningless death. All right.
I'm going to do a second win before we walk in.
Okay. Oh. Okay.
Yeah, what's his hit point situation now?
It's the same as it was before. So you maintain your hit points that you had when you were inside the body. The other body, the dwarf.
All right, so I've got 12 more.
Okay. So you guys
Protection
going through
from
the
evil and good is gone.
I
assume Zephyr Strike is gone by this point.
Yeah. You guys going through this transom into the study?
On the count of 3?
Together.
I've got my belt of hill giant strength on. I've got my halberd.
Okay.
That is 3 times my size.
On 3 or 3 and then go?
On 3.
So 1, 2, 3.
Jump in. Yes.
And you guys barely make it through together. You're like, dude. Okay. I need you all to give me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh boy, oh boy.
Tom,
you guys are glad you brought a gnome with you.
4.
19.
You said a wisdom saving throw?
Oh man.
6.
That's what really showed up.
Here's what I'm going to tell you. Sam.
Why do I always travel with the unwise?
Charnak is going to be able to see both of these realities and have full memory of what you were doing a moment ago. The two of you, what I'm about to tell you, is all you know.
Got it.
And you know 100% all of this.
Wow.
All 30 of you file into this classroom at Binksalt Academy for the historically gifted. You each make it to your team's table, and you find a red cloth covering a small mound in the center. You know that this is the test. This is the test. If you fail this, you're going to be a commoner. You're going to be figuring out ways to make money as a merchant, as an importer. The best of you might make your way as a scribe to a powerful noble. But if you pass this test, you will be allowed to continue studying the sorcery that has blossomed in your bodies over the last several years. You look around and you recognize every student in this class. You see, you see Chester. You see Drakes. And you see, of course, valedictorian Samantha. And the three of you...
Samantha? I don't even know a Samantha.
And the three of you...
Jonathan!
The three of you walk over and take your seat at your table.
Oh, I'm so nervous. I mean, look at me. There's not much I can do if I do not pass this.
Trust.
My mouth is dry. Ooh.
Do we also feel like there's a knowledge base that we have?
This school, it doesn't prepare you for the tests beyond a way of thinking. So you have no idea what's underneath this cloth, but you just know that the school believes you can pass this test.
Okay.
So what do I see?
So you see this same thing. You are amongst all these human students. You too are a human student. You know all about Bing Salt Academy. You remember a history of studying and failing and learning to cast spells here. You have all of the knowledge that a fifth-year student would have. You also know that you just walked into this room from another room and that you're here to see the mayor and you're in this weird fucking liminal space. And you know the men around you are actually Dinfa and Eabis at your table. And you see across the way Samantha, who is actually Desdemona. And you recognize her, but she clearly is not thinking about you. She is gathering her thoughts before revealing what's underneath this red cloth.
Do I see anyone else?
It's
like all of the other students in the room, I'm assuming are there the 30 students?
You see them all. The only difference...
But I do not see them doubled by someone else.
You do not see them doubled. You only see them in one respect. Yes.
Right. Do I see anyone else in the sort of the other reality?
You do not.
And what's going on with Gorgoth?
Yeah. Wait, Gorgoth?
No, what was his name?
You mean Gargrith?
Gargrith.
So did you guys carry him in, or?
I feel like we left him just outside.
All right, fucking fine.
Yeah. Okay.
Especially if we're jumping in on 3, we're not doing that while holding
you're not doing
him.
that. You carried him in. Yeah.
Okay. So I don't see anyone else who is doubled.
No. And you are like, you have the overwhelming feeling that, like, you're Charnak the botanist. You can pass this fucking test. Do you know what I mean? Like it's not like, it's not like, you doubt yourself at all. And you have this like history of being at this school.
Okay. Do I see any other? So I don't see any other people.
No,
that are not part of the school reality. Or
it's just the 4 of you. It's just the 4 of you that are existing in both of the realities at the same time.
And do I see any sort of notable physical features of the room itself that only exist in the other reality?
So, no, the physical spaces, including the fabric and the lump that's underneath it and the tables, you saw all that before walking in the room. The thing that you kind of expect to see that you do not see is the butler Gerard, who took you in to this room.
And there's only one way in and one way out of this room.
There's 2 ways in, 2 ways out. There's a door at the other end of it as well.
Okay. Everyone's sitting at a different table that they have. No, we're all at the same table.
We're all at one table with a red cloth. Are they all red cloths?
Everyone has a red cloth. Everyone has a lump that's like the red cloth is covering. Yes.
Okay. I'm going to sit with my guys for a second. And I'm essentially playing this as though I don't see both realities.
Okay.
At least for the time being.
And assuming that they don't see both realities.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
These guys aren't smart enough to penetrate these illusions.
I mean,
that's why you bring Charnak the botanist.
Right.
Somebody has got to drag these guys out of these scrapes.
Tim Carr, the man, is more angry at what you're saying right now than Eabis, the character. Just so you know.
Eabis doesn't know any better in the moment.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Tim Carr, the man, knows better. All right. So you see a lot of people doing something similar. Like they're like hesitant to look under the fabric, and then you see Samantha. Basically, she's top of the class. You know it, and she just basically pulls back her fabric and reveals a dead dog. And she opens up a piece of paper that's sitting on the table, and she reads it, and then she begins talking to her teammates, whispering.
Suppose we should do the same thing.
Suppose we should pull it. They are already starting.
Oh, yes, it's time. It's time to be ready. Here, I got it.
All right.
And I'll pull the curtain, the cloth off.
Yeah, it's a black and white dotted dog.
And
it is dead.
There's a paper somewhere.
And there's a piece of paper. Yep.
I'm gonna read it.
Okay, so the paper is actually it's folded. It's a trifold.
Okay.
And it has a wax seal on it. The wax seal is in the shape of a star with a circle. That's a circle with a star sort of like beaming out of it. And you can easily break the wax seal.
There's no reason that I wouldn't think to break the wax seal, right?
I don't.
Based on our history as students in this.
Yeah, no,
academy.
This is how every test is.
Yeah. Okay, so I'll break the wax seal.
Okay. Do you speak Draconic, or can you read Draconic?
Nope.
You know who can read Draconic?
I do not know.
Charnak the fucking botanist, man.
Okay.
And I will hand that to Charnak, as I know my fellow students well enough.
Okay. It is written in Draconic in calligraphy, and it is 6 words. Prove the dog is not dead.
Okay.
Do you want us to?
I'm going to try something here. I say, well, my grammar's a little rusty. Dinfa, can you try? And I hand the paper to him.
Okay, I can't read it.
Now, is he? I guess they're still going by their names. They don't have new student personas.
You can give them a new student persona. I mean, they can. You would know it if you knew it. Go ahead.
Now I say, and while they're distracted reading it, I am going to use minor illusion to cast the image of a red diamond over the door at the other end of the room.
So the one that leads to the mayor's office.
Yes.
Okay.
And then I'm wait, let me look at that. And then I huddle the guys together and I say, shh. It's not a sorcery test. It is a reading language test. It is a puzzle. It's a cipher. But it says those who pass through the red diamond portal first will succeed.
Really?
Yes.
So the dog is just a distraction.
It's a distraction. This is the puzzle. This is the test.
That doesn't line up with anything the school has taught us.
We knew the test would be unexpected in ways that we could not predict.
Did you use sorcery to read the actual script? Perhaps our friend Roderick here.
No, I have been studying Draconic for years. It is a well, while you all were loafing, I studied Draconic.
Okay.
You must believe me.
And
But what does it mean? Pass through the portal with the red diamond.
I look around.
The red diamond portal.
yeah.
That door has never had that before.
Yeah. Yeah.
What?
You see a red diamond on the door.
Oh, don't let anyone know we know. But on the count of 3, I think we must sprint for the door.
And at Samantha's table, which is also Desdemona.
Shh, do not let her see what we are doing. She is a know-it-all and a busybody.
She and her table mates begin to cast something together, and their dog rises up and begins walking around the table. And from the diamond, a man walks in, walks over, and says, "You have failed. Exit out. You are no longer Bink Salt students." And you see that like all 4 of them just sort of hang their head. And when they get to the door, the teacher says, No. You won't be taking that magic with you, my dearies." And he snaps his fingers, and you can see the sort of light goes out of their eyes, and they walk out the door.
Desdemona with them?
Desdemona with them. And then another table, you see their dog disappears. And the teacher comes up and says, "Where's your dog?" And one of them says, "It was never here." And he says, "No, you fail. Out."
Do I see anything? Does the teacher exist in both realities?
The teacher does not exist in both realities, just in the school.
This is our chance
reality.
while he's on the other end of the room. We have to make a break for it now. On 3. Are you ready? Wait, no, 3 and then go. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go.
There we go.
I take off.
Okay. So you all run toward the diamond.
Mm-hmm.
You get to the door. The door opens right up. You see nothing on the other end, on the other side of it.
Leap of faith.
Okay.
I don't think we're stopping, given what he told us.
Okay. All right. So you guys go through, and the classroom disappears behind you, and now just the 3 of you are standing in an office, and there is a man sitting in this office, and he looks up at you, and he has papers all around him. There's a chest that's open that you can see is full of gold next to his desk, and he looks up and he says, "Oh yes, I heard that there were visitors from out of town who had just arrived. What news do you have of the other realms, friends? Please come in. And that's where we'll end episode 29 of the Goblin Market and the Dungeon Dads podcast.
All right.
Wow.
Ooh,
Yeah.
man.
Good job.
That one had it all, Tom.
That was everything.
Yeah.
You had some fights and some puzzles and
Some puzzles, some
drama,
horror.
Yeah, man.
some good horror. there.
Illusion, magic, mystery,
Well, let's save it for the bonus.
horror.
Yeah.
Thanks everybody for coming and buying, coming buying, come
What?
buying.
And sticking
Hey, they
around
can-
for
they can-
finding out.
They can buy a subscription on Patreon, support
Yeah.
the
Sounds
show,
great.
get
That
this
sounds
bonus
great.
episode we keep talking about. We have them for
Mhm.
almost every single episode of both campaigns. I think
I
there's
mean,
only a
these
few we
bonus
skipped.
episodes that come out and the premium campaign really does feel like you're playing with us.
Yeah.
So I highly recommend.
Yeah, if you're listening to
signing
this
up
and
for
you
the
like the
Patreon.
part where we give each other some shit and make each other laugh and go on
Yeah.
tangents and also, get some insight into the story, that's what's there.
That's what's
Yeah.
there.
Yep, absolutely.
I'm also going to toss out a special plea here, which is say you don't want to subscribe to the Patreon. You don't
Yeah.
really need the bonus episodes, whatever. We know there are a lot of people who are downloading these episodes who have not reviewed them.
Yeah. Let's do it.
At least
guys.
you
It-
could do. Toss
yeah,
us a nice review because
it helps us
honestly, helps us out mentally and emotionally.
That's right.
We're not in this for the money, guys. If we were, we would be failing colossally. We're in it for love of the game. And
That's
we
right.
honestly, even now, 5 years into it, we really genuinely love reading what other people write.
Yeah,
So if you're
it's true.
enjoying it, if you have things you particularly like, if you want to recommend it to your friends, put a little something down. And it'll put a little extra spring in our step.
Absolutely. 5 subscribes.
Send us them 5s and scribes, baby.
Thanks for coming by, everybody.
Thanks for
Thanks for
coming
coming
by.
I thought this was like the porcupine in the balloon factory. I thought there was like I thought we were all expecting a joke, Sam.
The joke is my life, Tom.
Okay. Are we ready for
Am
this?
am I a joke to you?
No. Although you did in that last episode talking some mad shit about how we have to raise our game up. So we're gonna do our best this time. Okay.
Hey,
boy.
hey, what did the bra say to the hat?
What?
You go on ahead. I'll give these two a lift.
That's good. That's actually no. No.
Girl dad.
Okay.
Tim
Who's
Track,
Dracula's
Goblin Market
favorite
29.
Sting?
Gladys Knight.
Oh, God, that's just it's embarrassing. That is embarrassing. that's not dad chic. You know what I mean?
Dead chic.
Dad chic.
Oh, I missed you guys.
Oh, me same.
Missed you too.
Okay. Are you ready?
Ready.
Go.